bringing it.
My name is Cody. I do Cody Smith Motorsports out of my garage at home, and this is my 85 Cutlass. It's built for time attack and autocross use. This year I entered into the Gridlife track battle series running in street mod. So I've been running in that. I also do proving grounds, do the autocross, and I did TTS this year as well.
What is the motor in here? Because you are,
It's
well,
an
maybe the
Oldsmobile.
black sheep. You would definitely be a black sheep doing this kind of stuff. There's probably zero other people doing this. If I had to guess, is there anyone else that you know of that runs an Olds motor in this stuff and does this?
Nobody else runs one of these cars.
It doesn't happen. I know. It's like, this is a super interesting car. If you haven't
It's not an LS. That's
right,
the biggest part.
This is going to be a heartbreaker for a lot of people because this is what should be in here, and I love it personally. Would you ever go LS in it, or are you going to stick with this? Like, what's your deal?
I have 3 other Olds motors at home.
Sure. No, this is sweet.
This is the original one I bought when I was just driving the car, which lasted a year, and then I decided to do that first track day.
Yep.
And it's still the same motor. It's been freshened up a couple of times. I've been fighting with reliability issues as far as cam gears and the distributor gear. Been fighting through that. I think I finally found a combination that works with making a bunch of oiling mods to it. And I've just mostly been working on the suspension for the car to make it go around a corner. And I went to Gingerman for Gridlife Spring Kickoff this year, and first lap I ran the oil pan dry going through 9.
That's not good.
I put an AccuSump in at the track, which is now in the back seat there behind the driver's
you did
side.
it at the track?
Yeah, at the track.
Oh, right there. Look at that.
I pulled a horseshoe out of my, found somebody that was a speed shop right nearby.
That's funny.
Yeah. And it's on top of my beer storage.
Yep, little stowage compartment down there. You put your beer or whatever you want in there.
They're perfect, both
right?
sides.
Yeah, I bet. That's sweet. You probably haven't, or if you have or not, you can check them out on Asphalt Gundam on Instagram. You did like a whole frame off type of build on this in the last like 2 years, over the last 2 years.
Yeah. So my first year tracking it, I started working on the suspension, and it really started being able to handle well. Like I started upgrading the springs and the taller ball joints to make the tire camber in, because otherwise the stock camber on these things, they actually tip the tire out going into a corner. It's terrible.
Huh. Seems counterintuitive, you know.
Yeah, so I was able to, well, I mean, they were meant to take little old ladies to work and be a cushy ride, or to church on Sundays kind of a thing. I got the camber curve fixed, and it really started handling, but the big thing was I went to Road America for the last track of the season. The car was only on a 225 and a 245 rear, 340 treadwear tire, and it wanted to go flat through the kink. The wing, it's a 9 Lives Racing wing element. They call it the Big Wang. It's a 71-inch standard Corvette size. The M plates are just a 12x12 chunk of a 1/8-inch aluminum. Yeah.
See, this thing is legit. I was like, is this trunk strong or whatever? And he goes and hangs on it. The car just drops down, so it's actually super strong on the trunk like that.
And above 60
really
miles
cool.
an hour, you really notice it in high-speed corners. Like it definitely, even just making a small adjustment on it from flat, you can tell it starts settling the rear end.
Sure.
And you can carry a lot more confidence going into a corner at high speed.
There's people that'll buy cars and they'll do whatever, like, is it smart to put a wing on it if I'm gonna street drive it? Well, maybe, but something like this is really where aero is gonna shine when you're going really fast. So this is the type of car you see a big wing on. It actually serves a really big purpose on it.
Splitter up front, it's 3/8 plywood. I did it a little bit heavier duty. Most people do 1/2 inch or 7/16. But I went a heavier duty because it's out of a 4x8 sheet. I only cut maybe a foot off of the width, and it goes all the way back to the K-member. So it's that big of a piece underneath.
That's a 4x8 sheet.
Yeah, that's what I started with, and I didn't cut a lot off of it.
Wow, okay.
You know, and then there's Professional Awesome. splitter rods as well as quick releases, so I can pull these pins, and I just got 2 extra support screws here I pull out, and then I can hit the releases and the whole splitter drops off, so I can get it on and off the trailer.
Cool.
Forgeline 18x10 GA3 wheels, square setup, front and rear, same tires, and then the new Falcon RT660. It's been a good sticky tire. I'm still kind of getting used to it. It likes to run at a higher pressure than the BFGs I used to run. I don't know, they'll feel real good for about 2-3 laps on a big one, and then they'll get a little slick, but you can still go just as fast with it sliding. It's just a lot more sketchy of a lap. Yep.
That's a small tire, like a really small
on
my
tire.
Trans Am, like for example, like a lot of people that are watching or have previously watched, the Trans Am has a 315 in the back and a 295 in the front. It's silly, and this would blow the doors off of it like easily. If he was behind the wheel of the Trans Am this, I'd still suspect this is way faster.
And this is only a 285 square. That's the limit for the street mod class.
Okay, that's funny to think about, because that's not that big of a tire to be doing this in like a bigger car. You know, it's not that much tire. And where are you off to next year? On to Colorado Springs?
Yeah, I'm going to Colorado Springs. We're going to run the Roval at Pikes Peak International Raceway with Gridlife for the Alpine Horizon Festival next weekend. Sweet.
So if you want to check it out, definitely check out his page. You can see more stuff he'll post on there often. But otherwise, we're going to go do some laps in the car. We'll hop back in time, and we'll show you what this thing does. It really gets down out here. I was amazed. So we'll hop to some footage of that, and I'll see you guys on the track. You're good. If you know, you know. That's a pretty cool car. It's a Carbon 65 Z06. They only made like 650 of them or something like that. Didn't make a lot of them, so it's a pretty cool car. You don't see them all the time. So it's looking like so far we've got a little bit of an autocross track set up. We're going to go left and right around the back, and on the back side here there would be a slalom. So there's let's see if you can see 1, 2, 3 different comb positions. You're on the back straight and you come back around like this. You can kind of see the path laid out. Come in the middle there, come around towards the fence, and ultimately you end up doing one of these. All right, so he did a little adjusting and he's worried about body roll and his tire scrubbing a little bit. So let's see what it does here. His car looked good. So he was real worried about scrubbing a tire on his quarter panel is what it was. So then get a good shot here. Looking good. It's looking fast. Probably switch around, go the other way. He's trying to get a feel for both directions out of it while he's out here. That looks good. Hanging it. Yeah, a little sideways there. A lot looser, that's for sure. I think you could tell I was kind of focusing on it, but he was hanging it sideways around the whole bank, and he actually got off in the cabbage a little bit, but other than that, it looked good. You can tell it's a lot looser after he did what he did. So far it looks like Cody got some good data as far as run without a sway bar and all that. He's going a lot faster than we thought, so it's turning out to be a pretty good little road course, or not road course, but autocross course rather. We'll up to a couple of clips of me going for a ride and Buddy's going for a ride, but so far it's really fast out here, and I think Cody's car is by far the fastest car that's been out here, and it's the first one that's out here with the autocross type of stuff set up, and it blows the doors off of everything. This thing is like nuts. Like riding in it, like many things, you watch a video of it and it doesn't really do it justice. You kind of got to go for the experience, and this is something that you got to do. If you get a chance, if you got a buddy that does it, or you go to Gridlife or anything, this is a whole different animal, even compared to drifting. So this is where it's at. It's a lot of fun. Got a car that can do it. Holy.
Yeah, I'm still a little slower than the vets, but I'm close.
Dude, it's fast. Like in the car, that's fast. Yeah, you'd spook a lot of people in here for sure if they haven't been in a car like this.
Yeah.
Got yourself a ring taxi here. it's a lot tighter.
Yeah, it's real tight.
Yeah, it's, oh man, dude, you're a madman, holy. I would never push a car that, like, you have to brake, you know what I mean? You're like, all right, so is that you at like 100% or 80 or 50, or what is that to you driving?
To me, that's pushing on 100% of what I'm comfortable with at about,
okay, I was wondering.
But 5% below what I think the car can do if I lose it.
Because there's a difference, like I get that, where the car can maybe do a little more, but you're only comfortable to X whatever speed you want to call it.
Yeah.
So.
But as you notice, like in the front going in there.
The big thing is I have the car set up and I like the tires the way where if it breaks loose,
Alright guys, well I hope you liked today's video. Cody's going to pack up and get out of here, and so are we. If you want to see some more, give it a big thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, because we're going to do a lot more of this. And hopefully we get some more cars like Cody's out here to do some fast laps. But that's all I got for now. We'll see you guys in the next video.